Let's talk about what I'll be talking about later, and that is Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson, again, is in trouble. Tommy Robinson breaks down responding to Jim Davidson's shocking remarks. You're not going to believe what just unfolded on air. In a clash that no one expected, Tommy Robinson fired back at comedian Jim Davidson, and his response left the room heavy with emotion. Some say he was on the verge of tears. Others insist it was frustration boiling over after years of criticism. Whatever you call it, this was not the usual shouting match. This was raw, vulnerable, and deeply revealing. Welcome to Back Britain Unfold, and let me tell you, this is one of those moments that will be replayed over and over again because it wasn't just about words exchanged between two controversial figures. It was about something bigger, the struggle over truth, reputation, and who gets to control the narrative in Britain today. It started when Jim Davidson, the outspoken entertainer known for never pulling his punches, made some remarks about Robinson in a recent interview. He hinted that Robinson had built his career on outrage, suggested his activism was more about performance than principle, and questioned whether the public should still be listening to him at all. For most people in public life, that would have been just another jab to brush off. But for Robinson, who has spent years fighting both legal battles and public opinion, this was personal. So, when Robinson got his chance to respond live on camera, he didn't hold back. Instead of counterattacking with insults or mocking Davidson, Robinson's tone shifted in a way few had ever seen before. He spoke softly at first, almost choking on his words. He said, "I've been called a lot of things. I've faced more labels than most people could survive. But what hurts the most is when people who know the struggles we go through, people like Jim, choose to belittle it instead of trying to understand it. That silence you heard afterward, it wasn't awkward. It was heavy. It was the kind of silence that fills a room when people realise this just got real. Here's why this exchange is bigger than just two men trading words. For years, Robinson has been cast in extremes. To some, he's a fearless truth-teller. To others, he's a provocateur who thrives on chaos. Davidson, on the other hand, is seen as a no-nonsense entertainer who calls it like he sees it, even if it offends people. So when Davidson went after Robinson, it wasn't just criticism. It was a challenge to Robinson's credibility, his legacy, and his claim to represent ordinary voices. Robinson's emotional response showed something different. It wasn't about anger. It wasn't about dominance. It was about pain, the pain of feeling misunderstood, misrepresented, and constantly under attack. And that's why people can't stop talking about it. Within minutes, clips of Robinson's response started flooding social media. One supporter tweeted, "Say what you want about Tommy, but tonight he spoke from the heart. That wasn't politics. That was raw humanity." But the backlash came just as fast. Another post read, "Don't fall for the act. He's only emotional when he's cornered." Even public figures weighed in. A journalist on GB News called it the most unguarded moment we've seen from Robinson in years. Meanwhile, a political commentator argued, "This is what happens when two controversial egos collide. It's more theatre than substance." And yet, theatre or not, people were glued to it. This moment taps into a larger question about how public debates are unfolding in Britain right now. Think about it. Audiences are tired of scripted talking points. They're sick of polished sound bites. What they respond to more than anything is authenticity. Robinson may be divisive, but in that moment, he was undeniably authentic. He wasn't calculating his next political move. He wasn't performing for applause. He was just human. And Jim Davidson, whether he intended to or not, pushed him into showing that side of himself. This exchange is likely to linger because it wasn't just entertainment. It hit on the deeper fractures in Britain's public conversation, the clash between those who feel silenced and those who believe that figures like Robinson dominate the airwaves too much already. It also showed something rare, vulnerability in politics. And here's the truth, vulnerability is powerful. It disarms critics. It resonates with supporters. And it forces everyone watching to ask, what do we really expect from our public figures? Endless strength or honest emotion? This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news from across the UK right here on Britain Unfold. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Britain Unfold channel. Thank you.